Well, hey there. How are you? I don't often get tagged in too many videos these days. I think tags tend to come and go in like cycles. Been a while since I've been hit by anybody in a good tag. So I am very grateful to the one and only Yaron Shavit, whose channel you will find immediately in the description below, for tagging me in the My YouTuber Journey tag. Now, a lot of these question type tags can get a little bit repetitive. Sometimes the questions are reworded slightly, but in a lot of cases, it's just kind of the same thing over and over again. So I'm especially happy about this tag because, as far as I can tell, Yaron came up with these questions himself. I'm going to come right out and tell you that these questions really are kind of a cut above the typical things you hear in these tags. This one's going to require a little bit more thought, so I think I'm going to find a quiet spot over here and really think seriously about my answers. Seems like a good spot. Alright, so the My YouTuber Journey tag. 6 questions total, and let's take a look at what we find. Question number 1, what am I proud of? Well, I would say that I am proud of the fact that I kind of proved to myself that I can still create interesting and entertaining content that people will want to watch. I think after my amateur internet radio career died off, I spent a long time doubting myself, doubting whether I had anything interesting to say, or if I still had any kind of creative spark at all. So what am I proud of? I'm proud of the fact that I've done this. It's been just over a year. I've learned so much in that time, and now it's starting to pay off with some really great channel growth. Speaking of that, question number 2 is, what have you learned? Wait a second. What have you learned? Hold on. Hey, learnt with a T? You're good? Okay, learnt. So there's really 2 answers to that question. 1, I've just learned that you can spell it with a T, and it's learnt. Okay, but seriously, what have I learned? I have learned that YouTube was not what I originally thought it was. Back in my day, I had this notion that YouTube was just this static thing where videos were posted and they just existed. But I had no concept that there was a community behind it, or that there was this entire culture around creators supporting each other, learning from each other. I've learned that this is an amazing and vibrant platform. Despite all the naysayers, despite all the people that perennially complain and moan about every little thing, I've learned that this is one hell of a platform, and I've learned that I'm glad to be here. Question number 3. Is there a video that embarrasses me? Yeah. And I think if you ask any YouTuber, and if they're honest with themselves, yeah, it's somewhere within your first several videos that you made, because there's such a learning process behind doing this that when you look back at some of the first couple videos you posted, it's like cringeworthy. It's probably one of the early videos where I was still putting the camera like right behind the steering wheel. Well, result is that I end up with a camera angle that's looking at me like this, straight up my nose, and frankly, I have asymmetrical nostrils. Asymmetrical nostrils? I don't know why anybody would have ever sat through that video. I've never really been brave enough to go back and look at the analytics. But yeah, I've had a couple of topics and a couple of camera angles early on in my YouTube life that, good golly, it's pretty embarrassing stuff. Question 4. How does making videos help in my private and professional life? In my private life, it's all about regaining confidence in myself. I think that generally I'm happier than I have been in a long time. I have this creative outlet. I don't have any lingering frustrations that I should be doing something more. So in my private life, I think it just makes me a happier person overall. My professional life, can't really make any correlation there. In my case, working for a large corporation means that I have to have a clear line between something like a social media life and a work life where there are expectations about what I should and shouldn't say and things I should and shouldn't do. So I'm typically pretty careful about keeping those things separate. Question 5, what video do I like the most? Okay, this one's a little bit tough because as much as I just got done talking about some of the videos that kind of embarrass me, this is my 120th video. And I don't know if this sounds completely corny or stupid, but they're all my babies. I'm especially proud of the series I did last summer at an abandoned Girl Scout camp. I really tested myself on those videos and had an actual paranormal experience and was able to document it. Something that, when I look back, is pretty special to me. I'm really proud of the What Would You Do videos, where I pose some really thoughtful and difficult questions that you really got to stop and think, what would you do in these difficult situations? I'm extremely happy with those because of the response they got, which, by the way, I'm not done with that series either. I've got something planned to kind of up the ante on the What Would You Do concept later this summer. There's so many of them. 10 responses to the phrase man up, that one I'm extremely proud of. The daily vlog run that I did during April was a huge challenge, and I felt really accomplished after that. So it's hard. It's hard to nail down, like, what video do you like the most? I don't really have a good answer for that one. All right, last question, and this one takes a little bit of thought. Question 6, what is the dream? Well, the further I get into this YouTuber journey, the more I start to realize that fame and fortune are probably something that are going to be a side effect or a consequence of what the real dream is. The real dream is success, to be successful, to be able to continue crafting and sharing videos that people want to watch, that people will respond to. People look at it and say, wow, I wonder what else this guy can do. I think for me, the dream is success. Thank you so much to my friend Yaron Shavit for including me in this tag. As is custom, I will go ahead and tag 3 talented individuals that, frankly, I'd like to hear their answers to these questions. I'd like to tag Chris Asher, Paul W, and ROPName. If you are new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe and tell me about your journey, YouTube or otherwise. If you like what I did here, give the video a like. Maybe share it on your social media. But as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. See you on the